Hello there! Today we'll be talking about reputational risk. What it is, what it's constituted of, and how can we mitigate it. Of all the risks a company is subject to, for instance, operational risk, credit risk, legal risk, country risk, market risk, interest risk. These are all primary risks that can lead to reputational risk.
Reputational risk can bring upon a great impact to the company, causing it to lose significant customers, brand image, and stock price. So what is defined as reputational risk in essence? Reputational risks are threats or dangers to the good name or standing of the business. Such risks can occur in a number of ways. First, directly as a result from the actions of the company itself. Second, indirectly due to actions of an employee. And third, it's a result of the action of peripheral parties, such as joint venture partners, suppliers, or outsourced contractors. Now, let's take a look at our first case study of British petroleum incident in the Gulf of Mexico. BP has put considerable efforts and huge financial resources to include its extensive Beyond Petroleum advertising campaign to expand its alternative energy business. But several major events in the past year are now causing the public to question whether BP is so truly exceptional, and this is from a major event that has occurred.
Yesterday on April 20, 2010, there is a fire reaction that led to evacuation of 115 workers and a search for 11 others that were later found dead when the Deepwater Horizon exploded into the Gulf of Mexico, ruptured all the pipe allowing the oil flowing into the Gulf, and sent millions of gallons of crude oil made of a bad toxic chemical into the Gulf. However, here we have Dr. Sally van der Woesten, environmentalist from Boston College, here with us. Hello, Sally. How is the situation right now?
Well, the scientists are still assessing the effect of the estimated 170 million gallons of oil that flooded into the Gulf. More than 8,000 birds, sea turtles, and marine mammals are estimated to be flooded, injured, or dead in the 6-month period. The expected long-term damage caused by the oil and the nearly 2 million gallons of chemical dispersant on the spill may not be known for years.
The oil spilling out is estimated around 5,000 barrels per day at first. However, the scientists believe it's much higher weeks after week has gone by. So they raised the daily estimate of oil spill to 12,000 barrels per day, to 20,000, 25,000, and 60,000 barrels of oil per day. BP has tried to use several ways to contain the situation. They began to deploy thousands of booms to keep the oil from coming into the shore, and the team also tried to skim up the oil and burn it before it had a chance to reach the boom. However, that did not make the situation better. End of the news.
3 months after the explosion, BP had installed new tidal fitting cap over the wellhead, raising the hope that the flow of oil could be stopped for the first time. Finally, on July 15, oil stopped gushing into the Gulf, making every involved party become more relieved. BP was charged with civil lawsuits costing over $60 billion, but the company did not have enough cash, so they had to liquidate 20% of its asset, which is worth around $60 billion, to pay for the claim that related to this accident. BP has not yet been able to put the spill behind it. The company faces possible criminal charges in the accident, billions of dollars in pollution fines, and claims from people and businesses that have rejected the settlement for over $20 billion. Now let's take a look at another interesting reputational risk case of Nike. Nike's strategy is to maintain its low-cost production by producing its product in developing countries, which have these following characteristics. First, cheap labor costs. Second, relaxed government regulation. And lastly, the lack of human rights appeals and labor movement. Now the question lies in where should Nike outsource to? As the best destination for this case turned out to be Pakistan. Nike did not have the full knowledge of the favorable condition in Pakistan in terms of child labor due to outsourcing. As a result, they had not taken any precautions to prevent the use of child labor in the production of its soccer balls. Finally, the involvement of child labor has deteriorated Nike's reputation greatly. Consumers start to aware Nike's behavior in 1996 when a Life magazine carried a photograph of 12-year-old Pakistan boys sewing a Nike's ball. In a matter of weeks, activists all across Canada and United States were standing in front of Nike's outlet, holding up a photo. Consequently, as a result of its action, Nike's share price dropped by 15%, while Reebok has seen share price rose by 275%. In the same year, Nike has faced its sales revenue drop by 8%. Nike's product becomes synonymous with slavery wage, forced overtime, and arbitrary abused. Next is the last case study about Tylenol reputational crisis in the United States. In most of the cases, reputational risks usually originated within the company itself. However, in this case, Tylenol's reputational risk started from the external party. What actually happened is that in October 1982, Tylenol, the leading over-the-counter painkiller, faced a tremendous crisis when 7 people in Chicago reported death after taking extra-strength Tylenol capsules. At the end, it was concluded that the Tylenol capsules didn't get contaminated during the production process, but it was unknown suspect who poisoned the drug with the potassium cyanide. As a result, Tylenol market share dropped from 37% to only 7%. Johnson & Johnson started to launch a public relations program immediately. The company alerted consumers across the nation via the media not to consume any types of Tylenol product. As Mr. William T. McNeil, head of consumer product, a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson, and producer of Tylenol, has come out and said that
we sincerely apologize and we are deeply sorry for what happened, as we put customer safety as our first priority. We will recall our Tylenol product from the entire country, which will be amount up to $100 million. We are also willing to offer to exchange our Tylenol capsules already purchased by the public with the new solid tablet.
The company also committed to solving the murder and put up $100,000 reward for the killer. However, the suspect has never been caught. Once the product was removed from the market, Johnson & Johnson had come up with a campaign to reintroduce its product and restore confidence back to the consumers. First, the company has developed the triple seal tamper-resistant packaging, and then, to recover the lost stock from the crisis, Johnson & Johnson made a new pricing program that gave retailers 25% off discount for the product purchase. Lastly, in order to motivate consumers to buy the product again, they offer a $2.5 off coupon on the purchase of their product. Johnson & Johnson's effective crisis management plan has led Tylenol to regain 24% market share of pain relievers market, just a little less than what it held before the crisis.
A company reputation is the most valuable asset. In the fast-paced technology world, managing reputational risk is difficult, but it's also very crucial. Because of the ease of communicating and global reach, a small mistake can become a trending topic in a second, meaning corporate brands are now more vulnerable than ever. In the past, most companies managed their reputational risk by risk avoidance or minimizing their asset loss. However, these following two are no longer applied. Here are 4 factors companies should consider when managing reputational risk. First, strategic alignment. Companies should be equipped with right information and terms to get comfortable with challenge and understand the key risks to incorporate into their strategy. Second, organization resiliency. Should be able to respond to a high-profile crisis. Third, cultural alignment. It can be done by maintaining actions that are good to company, which is supported by performance incentive that is complied with laws and regulations. This is the starting point in creating a culture of behavior that will affect the company corporate value. Lastly, quality commitment. Companies need to make sure that communication to stakeholders are transparent, accurate, and reliable.